we get to that, quick shout out to Pablo. Met you at the Win Poker Room. Thanks, Pablo, for these 3 chips from the Sacramento area, Thunder Valley, Capital Casino, the Saloon, Stone's Gambling Hall, going in the collection. Thanks, Pablo. Right. Clearly you know what time it is. Mailbox was a little bit on the full side. Let's get opening. Andrew, I know from watching your vlogs that you like the occasional beer, so I thought you might like this Ace of Spades bottle opener. Take care and good luck at the tables, Matt. Thanks, Matt. My liver does not thank you, but I thank you. All of these letters here, I'm definitely going to read all of these, and I will try and respond to every single one of you that sent one of these letters. I don't know if I'm going to read all of them on the video on camera here. Let's take a look here. Postcard from Hawaii. I think I know who this is from. Fellow Andrew. Yo, Drew, what's good? So this is a vintage postcard I picked up in Kauai. Who mails anything anymore, he says. Apparently, a couple people out there. Just remember that a huge part of pro poker is making sure you're happy when you sit down to play. I think that's important. For me, I try to make sure I am well fed and well rested before I sit down at the table. You don't want to be hangry. You do not want to be hangry when you sit down. Hey Andrew, just wanted to send you some beer money in case you ever make it out to Zurich, Switzerland. I wanted to give a shout out to my poker buddies on the Monday Night Poker crew and the YouTube channel of Hazy. Oh, and no shout out to Dave because he calls with only 2 overs. Can you believe that? Greetings, Tolino. We got a couple of chips from Zurich, Swiss casinos. Thank you, Tolino. Switzerland is, without a doubt, one of the most beautiful places in the world. Last time I was there was, I think, in 2004. Made it to Interlaken. Thanks for the chips. Hopefully I will be back in your beautiful country in the very near future. So it was totally raining earlier today. Thunderstorms, lightning. Now it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful out there. Hey Andrew, been a subscriber and watching the vlog. More success in life, more videos. Roman, thanks, Manila and the Philippines. Heard it's nice, heard it's quite beautiful. Hi Andrew, love your vlog. There are some chips from my area. Hope you like it. Good luck, Yang from Richmond, BC. Edgewater Casino, Vancouver. Hard Rock Casino, River Rock Casino, Richmond, BC. Grand Villa Casino, 4 red chips. Man, that's pretty kind of you. Cheers, Yang. Lucy and I went up to Vancouver almost a year ago. We took a big road trip, Vegas, down to San Diego via Palm Springs, all the way up the coast, all the way up to Vancouver. Made it to Vancouver, but did not get a chance to play in any of these fine establishments. Need to make another visit. Thanks, Yang. Andrew, I love your poker videos. They are very informative and entertaining. Keep up the great work. Enjoy a Wisconsin cow pie. Can't say I have ever had a Wisconsin cow pie. And $1 chip from Ho Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. Don't think I've ever heard of that one. I've actually never been to Wisconsin, despite its proximity to Michigan, where I grew up. When I do, I will be back for more cow pies and some gaming action at Ho Chunk. Keep an eye out for you, Tom. Oh, and in before all the Aaron Rodgers Green Bay jokes. Dear Andrew, big fan of your vlogs. You are not only a great poker player, but also an awesome editor as well. Here are a couple sunglasses for you and your girlfriend. Not only they make you look cool, but also make you harder to read. Ben from BZL Studio. Eh? What do you think? You guys are gonna have to be the judge. Ben, I'm gonna leave it up to the commenters. These are the people that I live my life according to. So comment away. They also make you harder to read. Can't say I've ever been one to wear shades at the poker table itself. I think it'd be better if they were illegal to wear at the poker table, but never have enough sunglasses in life, right? Thanks, Ben. Hi Andrew, keep up the great work on the blog. Much love, your friends at Benchmark Mortgage in Newport Beach, California. Pretty excellent choice. Gary Vaynerchuk, new book. Mentioned it in a couple vlogs before. Gary V, somebody you definitely want to check out on YouTube. Also in book form, also in various other social media form. Really looking forward to reading this one. Thank you so much, Benchmark Mortgage in Newport Beach, California. Just a note to say thank you for your great poker vlog. Included with this package is your official KGB Pay That Man His Money shirt, which you can proudly display after the flop is favorable. Keep up the good work, John Hanna. Also a transplanted Michigan guy. Thank you for the shirt. If you guys like poker, you'll love the movie Round. Okay, thanks. Thanks, John. There was all this talk about making a Rounders 2. That kind of talk has been happening for years. Obviously, if it could possibly be as good as the first one, then yeah, we want Rounders 2, but there's always that risk of it never being able to match up to the original movie. So viewership is predominantly US, somewhere between 50 and 60% US, and then everywhere else. Canada, UK, Australia. Obviously the English-speaking countries are very well represented. And then loads of other places. Germany, Netherlands, Sweden, Ireland, Denmark, Belgium, Brazil, India, Israel, Spain, Romania, Greece, Poland, you name it. Obviously not very big percentages of you fine folks from those fine countries, but very international gathering of nice people that we have here. Andrew, I've been watching your blog for months, since January. Me and my girlfriend always look forward to your new posts. Hit me up next time you're in SD for a proper beer. Enjoy the beanie, Adam and April. Thanks for the beanie from La Jolla Cove, California. You guys tell me, thoughts? Yay or nay? I know some people aren't really a fan of me doing the beanie lifestyle. I personally really enjoy wearing a nice, soft, comfortable beanie, but apparently not everyone's a fan. I don't know, you tell me. You guys tell me, yes or no. Hello Andrew, I've been watching a lot of your poker stuff on YouTube over the past years. Well, since you've mentioned enough times how you're no PLO expert, neither am I by a long shot, I thought I'd give you this book. Sincerely, George. George coming through with the top-notch PLO strategy material. Advanced Pot Limit Omaha by Jeff Huang. So the only PLO poker book that I read was by this same author, Jeff Huang. Pretty much a recommend as far as just getting your start in PLO. Not too complicated, just getting you where you need to be able to hold your own a little bit in the live low-stakes PLO games. This looks like serious business, and my PLO game can definitely use a little bit of help. Thanks, George. I got some reading to do. Hey Andrew, very motivational videos, love the content. Thought you could use this while walking through the mean parking lot casinos in Compton. PP for life, Big Butt 84. Interesting name, interesting looking little product here called Hip Lock. Apparently, I am supposed to do this. And there you have it. Seems pretty useful. PP for life / Big Butt 84. Thanks, buddy. Andrew, my husband and I love your videos. This is a small gift to show our appreciation. Keep up the great work. Robert and Monica from Edmonton, Alberta. This is a beanie from a brand called Raising the Roof, which is a national charity dedicated to long-term solutions to homelessness. Proceeds support community partner agencies across Canada and our national homelessness initiatives, raisingtheroof.org. Pretty cool beanie. Thanks guys, getting a little beanie collection going here. Come winter time, this head is going to be snug as a bug. Love the video blog, man. Keep up the good work, and I hope you like the shades, spades, sun shades. Thanks so much. I like these yellow ones. Personally, I think these might be the ones. We're gonna have to see what the comments have to say about this. Jeff, cheers for the shades, man. Spades, sun shades. The good news is, next time I lose a pair of sunglasses, I don't have to cry as hard. Oh my goodness. Andrew, see, I pay attention to the subtleties of your videos, and I saw you eyeing that clock. And as promised, if my run good kept up, I would give you the proper cred. Hope you enjoy it, and yes, it is okay to re-gift or do whatever with it. Well deserved for all of the time you put into the vlog. You might remember this clock from such episodes as whatever that episode was when I was at the Win. I remember it. I remember it well. Now we have one. Now we have our own. Thanks to Todd. Cheers, Todd. That is super thoughtful of you. If I ran the casino's marketing, I'd hire you. You're onto something here that they should absolutely tap into. I agree. Casinos, it's going on the wall, buddy. Very thoughtful. Andrew, keep up the vlog, run good. Hope this inspires more t-shirts. Steven. See what he did there in favorable? Put the, replace the A's with aces. See that? See how that works? I dig it, Steven. Thanks for that shirt. Rather favorable shirt, I would say. Last but not least. Hi Andrew, we have included a full stash of our poker clothing that we think you're going to love. Matt, jackstojokers.com. Check out that sleeve. Check out that hoodie. Check out that long sleeve baseball type shirt thing. My goodness. Jack's Jokers. Jack's to Jokers, thank you. I won't have to do laundry for the next 2 months. With all of these items, all these clothing items, just circling back here because there's a couple letters that are specifically marked reserved for mail on the couch. Dear Andrew, just finished watching your Joe Ingram podcast. Felt I would like to voice my sincere gratitude. A buddy of mine, Superfish Yoy, recently had the privilege of playing with you in the Monte Carlo 2-5 game and said how much of a down-to-earth guy you were, happily accepting a photo afterwards. Our whole poker club thoroughly enjoyed the videos. T-shirt pre-ordered and is hopefully on the way when you get this. Continue the run and live favorably. P.S. If you ever come to the UK, then come down to our club, SDHS Poker in Guildford. And there's a buy-in on me. Sam, thanks for the message. It was fun playing with your buddy. He seems like a really cool cat. Really want to come back to the UK as soon as possible, and I will be looking up your poker club when I do that. Subject, Mail on the Couch blog from Robin, Reading, UK. Hi Andrew, wanted to drop a line and some bunts. Your choice as to how to spend, chips or beer. Please see attached photo, hence thinking I would cut you a small slice of the profit. Hope this makes it to the Mail on the Couch feature. We'll tune in to find out. Here we are. Mail on the Couch. Me and you, Robin. Thanks for the, this is beer money. Thank you for the beer money, Robin. Cheers, guys. Really appreciate all this stuff. Can't thank you guys enough. Always cool to connect with you guys in various ways, whether that's comments, Twitter, Instagram, old school mail. I will be reading every single one of those letters and will do my best to reply to each and every one of you, but best vlog watchers in the world. Back at the Bellagio. If I'm not mistaken, there is some sort of national championship game happening as we speak. College basketball, I believe. I honestly have no idea who's playing tonight. I'm a little bit out of the loop when it comes to sports these days, and I'm pretty happy about that, to be honest with you. right, just taking a quick break here. Been playing for a couple hours, if that. Just wanted to step outside real quick and tell you this. You guys are not going to believe me. You're not going to believe me when I tell you this, but I've had about 5 pocket pairs already and flopped 3 sets already. That's the good news. The bad news is I've gotten pretty minimal action with all of them. So in the first one I opened pocket 6s at 30 from the hijack. The small blind calls and we go heads up to a flop. Queen 6-4 with 2 diamonds. He checks to me, I bet $50 and folds right away. In the next one, the hijack opens for 40. I call with pocket 3s just to his left. The button calls and we go 3 ways to a flop of ace 3 deuce with 2 hearts. Initial raiser checks, I bet 60. Everyone folds right away. In the next one, I open up pocket 4s from under the gun to $30. There's the middle position call and the small blind calls as well. So 3 ways again to the flop. Favorable flops just keep coming. 6-4 deuce rainbow. Small blind checks, I bet $50. Fold, fold. Making good hands is only part of the running good equation. You have to not only make good hands, but other people have to make good hands, just not as good as yours. So the first part of that equation coming in left and right, but the second half of the equation not happening. Everyone appears to be whiffing the flop. Can't complain. There was another interesting hand that happened after that. There was either 3 or 4 limps and the button raises it up to 60. I look down at ace queen offsuit in the big blind. Pretty premium hand. We block a lot of value hands with ace queen. Not really looking to just call and play out of position super multi-way with ace queen. So seems like a pretty good 3-bet candidate here. So I go ahead and make it 240 out of the big blind. It folds to the 3rd limper who jams all in. He's only got $460, so not too much more. The button thinks for a while, then he folds. So no choice here. I obviously make the call. Board runs out ace high. Person who jammed all in shows pocket 5s, so we win that flip. Pretty good situation considering a little bit of dead money in there. So happy to be flipping with some dead money in there, and even happier to be spiking an ace right on the flop and taking that one down. So some run good there, some run good earlier, lots of run good, up about 1,000 in early trading here. Gonna get back to it. Like I said, only been playing for a couple hours, so back to battle. Just wrapping up the session. What do you guys think the odds are of me ever getting on a normal sleep schedule in my lifetime? By normal, I mean like going to bed at 10 p.m., up at like 6 a.m. Man, that would be sweet, wouldn't it? Just normalcy. So the run good sort of sputtered out for a little while at least. There was a couple hands where it wasn't quite happening the way it was happening in the early part of the session. So a couple quick hands here. So the under the gun plus 1 player limps in. I look down at king jack. I go for the ISO, make it $40. Only she calls, only the limper calls. Flop is ace 10-8, all spades. She checks, I just decide to check it back. Turn's pretty favorable for us. Turn is an offsuit queen, so we turn Broadway. She just jams all in. It's not really that much though, it's only $200. So I didn't actually realize that she was so short, and I'm not sure if I would still have ISO'd with a king jack offsuit knowing that. But in the current situation, not much thought to be had here. So go ahead, toss in the $200, and she rolls over queen nine of spades. So that means we're drawing dead. So we're definitely gonna lose this hand.
Have a good morning.
Thanks a lot. What's up?
The reason why you're filming?
I make vlogs on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
What?
I didn't know if you were doing something with me or not.
No. I think the valet guy thought that I was like undercover bossing him or something. Maybe not undercover boss, but like doing a checkup on him and filming him, something like that. Who knows? Anyway, so we lose that hand. Next interesting hand, under the gun, same player, makes it $40. Next player to act calls. I look down at pocket kings, second best hand ever created, so we're definitely raising here. I go ahead and make it 160. Folds back to the initial raiser. She asks how much, and then without even waiting for an answer, just jams all in. $400. Next player folds. Obviously we call. She asked if I want to run it twice, and whenever people ask me if I want to run it twice, I'm usually fine to run it twice. I'm usually not the person to ask if the other person wants to run it twice, because I want to just like suck it up and like take the pain, or take all the winnings. All the winnings are all the pain. I think Antonio Esfandiari used to say that. I want all the pain or none of the pain. I don't want to split the pain. Something like that, whatever. So anyway, I'm not really one to ask, because I like to just kind of let the chips fall where they may. I think that's a saying, but it actually literally applies in this sense. But there's really no difference either way. For those who don't know, when you run it twice, all it does is lower your variance. It doesn't have any effect on anything beyond that, really. It's not like you're giving somebody a chance to win or suck out on you or something like that. Usually what ends up happening is you chop more often in flipping situations, which is the exact same thing that happens over the long term. Anyway, I don't think there's a big difference, and if people want to run it twice, sometimes it's fun to run it twice. Look at all those cards, see what happens. So anyway, we run it twice. First board runs out queen high, and she rolls over pocket queens. So that's not very good for us. Second board brings a queen as well on the flop. Luckily, it also brings a king. So that's really good news, because we can't lose now. However, the turn is a 9, which means we are now at risk of getting quartered, because if we chop the second board, she wins half of that board and all of the first board, which is 75% of the pot, and we would only get 25% back instead of 50%. Luckily, the river's another 9, so we end up splitting. The immediate thought is, wow, that's unlucky to run it twice with pocket kings against pocket queens and end up splitting it, but it's all a matter of perspective, really, because we flopped 3 sets out of like 5 pocket pairs in the early going of this session, and how much run good do you really expect, you know? So all in all, we ran pretty well for the most part of the session. There was obviously a bunch of little hands here and there where we whiff flops, have to fold to a c-bet, or we get other people to fold to a c-bet. Tons of those little hands here and there. These are the highlights of the sessions. These are the highlight reels. We ended up playing 3-handed for quite a while. 4-handed, 3-handed, and we had the button straddle going for pretty much every hand when we were 3-handed, so that was pretty cool. 5, 10, 20, 3-handed game. That's an enjoyable poker game right there. 2 blind, no ante, full ring, no limit hold'em, or 5, 10, 20, 3 blind, 3-handed, no limit hold'em. I will always prefer the latter. I kind of think no limit hold'em could really use something a little bit different, like a 3rd blind, mandatory straddle, or a small ante. Anyway, I mean, there was a few more interesting hands here and there. Like I had the button straddle on, $20 button straddle playing 3-handed. Small blind acts first, and he makes it 70. Big blind calls. I look down at pocket jacks on the button and I make it 260. Small blind folds and the big blind calls. Flop comes king 10-9 with 2 spades. The big blind leads out for 240, which is very weird and not exactly ideal, but not exactly the worst situation ever. So we have blockers to the straights, we have a straight draw, and we have pocket jacks, which is better than second pair, but not as good as top pair. So can't fold just yet, so I go ahead and make the call. Turns another 10. Interesting card. This time the big blind checks. I just check it back, take the free card, and hope to get to showdown. River's an offsuit queen, so we end up making the straight. Big blind checks. I go for value. I bet 320. Pretty tough to get called here. Can maybe get called by king queen, maybe if he has ace king and didn't 3-bet pre-flop. But even that's tough to get called by, so maybe I could even size it a little bit smaller and just hope to get a crying call. So anyway, he folds and we end up taking that one down with pocket jacks. So lots of little hands like that here and there, but session works out pretty well. We end up booking a win of $1,410. No, yeah, $1,410. There you have it. If it's in the records, it's official. I played for about 9 hours today, tonight, last night, whatever this is. Someday I will be on that sweet, sweet normal schedule, and I will see this sunrise as it was meant to be seen, not just before going to bed.